a director. He's standing up and directing. All right. Growing up, Chef Joey Galuzzi's dad told him there were two groups of people in the world.
People who are Italian and people who wish they were Italian.
All right. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Joey's restaurant, the Brooklyn Meatball Company, will be serving up meatballs at the Houston Italian Festival. But we got Joey right now. Please welcome him this morning.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
You were on that show, the America's Next Great Restaurant, and
yes,
you had a dream to open up a restaurant. Since then, you have the Brooklyn Meatball Company.
Yes, I have.
It's going really well.
It's going really well. I'm very excited. It's, you know, it's just what I wanted to do. And I see a lot of people that are happy, that are loyal to me. They come back. They love the food. And that's what it's all about, just bringing people happiness through food. Before we get started, though, I have a little problem. You might want to recheck that list you had. That guy, Don, he's cute, talented, good-looking, smart, but can he cook?
I don't know. That's why we love you, Joey. That's why we love you.
Just want to make sure I'm still your first love.
You can feed us, right? All right. So we're making a dish here, but noodles intimidate so many people.
Because it's simple but not easy. There's a definite art to it, but it's very easy. You start with flour, make a little well. I'm doing it in a bowl so we don't make a mess. Put about 5 eggs to a pound of flour, and just start simply mixing the eggs right in that little well.
Okay.
Mix them up. Once they're mixed up, you start to draw the flour into the eggs.
Okay, so you kind of
and then it's
slowly fold it in.
Right. Slowly fold it in, and then it becomes a clumpy mess. And then when it starts to really become a dough, then you grab it and just start to knead it. You know, just work it out, pound it out, make it nice and malleable, and then you should have something like this.
Okay. So that's a ball of dough.
That's a ball of dough that could be the most delicious pasta, ravioli, whatever. You know, talking about being creative, I mean, you could just, this just opens up a world of possibilities, and it's so significant amongst the Italians because it's such a cheap meal. You know, the peasants made this what it is today. Yeah. Because all it is flour and water. But now
you can dress it up with all your sauces.
You go in the backyard, get in the garden, and stop. You know, mushrooms, tomatoes, whatever. I mean, you got a beautiful sauce.
Okay, so we have the dough, but this is the part that's intimidating to me.
Right, so then you flatten it out. You can get this at Walmart, Target, 30, 40 bucks. What I want you to do is crank for me.
Here it is flattened out.
Yeah, after flattened out. I like a nice thick pasta. I don't like my noodles too thin. Okay. And by the way, this is a semolina dough. It's a lot more resilient than a regular dough. Okay. So I like to work with this. You know, you buy pasta. Usually it says 100% semolina. Right. So what I'm going to do is hold it right here, and I want you to turn this. Okay. Gently.
This way? Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
you can go. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Is this stuff that you did growing up with your parents and grandparents?
The other way. Yeah, and by the way, I'm glad you brought that up because this could make for a very we got to get the we got to feed it.
Get it cut. Here it goes. Let's get here. But you did this stuff growing up with your parents and grandparents.
Having technical difficulties.
There you go.
You know what? When all else fails, don't move.
Oh, he's coming back. When all else fails, pull out the knife and just cut.
Pull out the knife and just cut. Let's just cut nice little thin strips. So instead of linguine, we're gonna have pappardelle, a little thinner than usual, but you'll get the idea. So unfortunately, I'm not cutting too evenly because I know we're.
That's all right. It all goes down the same.
I know we have time. But what I wanted to say is making pasta. Not only are you gonna have a delicious finished product and beautiful meal, it could be a very romantic experience.
Yes, it can.
Talking about wine earlier, you have a few glasses of wine, roll out the dough. Work on the machine together. You crank, you hold, you roll. Forget it. Who knows what could happen? So,
and as I said, you can have a whole myriad of sauces. But you talked a little bit earlier about like being at the Italian festival. For every culture, being part of that culture is about so many different things. It's the food, it's the music, everything. So what is being Italian like for you? Or what do you, if you had to describe it, what is it?
I'm so glad you asked me that because what I said earlier, what my father taught me, could sound arrogant to a lot of people. But to me, being Italian means, I know there's a lot of stereotypes out there, and you have to ignore them for a second, but what it is to me, especially growing up in Brooklyn, it's a culture of hard work, of love, of family. I'm going to start crying over here.
Let's put up that picture again of his grandparents, because he had that picture. The picture of your grandparents here, and so there you go.
Yeah, that's the house I learned how to cook in. He bought that house in 1937. My father grew up there. I grew up in there. It's unbelievable, and that's the essence of being Italian to me. Just that culture of hard work, that emphasis on family, on love, on supporting each other, on being loyal, honest, integrity. You know, there's so
and carrying on those traditions.
And carrying on those traditions, and of course, great food.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of great food.
All right, so it's great to what's great about the fresh noodles is they take about less than a minute to cook, so we'll just pull out some noodles out of the water and go right into the sauce with them.
And again, you can do any kind of sauce you want to. Hey, we have Margaret and Mary Ann with us today. Hi there, ladies.
Hi.
And you are with the Daughters of Italian Heritage. You all do a lot of cooking as well.
Yes, we do.
In fact, you cooked up a lot of meatballs with Joey before.
We have. We did that a couple of weeks ago.
14,000 together, right?
What, 14,000 meatballs?
14,000 meatballs.
Who was counting?
So we were. It was 14,875 to be exact.
Oh, wow. Tell us a little bit about what you all do.
Well, our main goal is to introduce the Italian Cultural and Community Center to the City of Houston, which we'll be doing this weekend at the festival, which is at the University of St. Thomas. It starts tonight at 5 o'clock and goes through Sunday until 6 o'clock, so be sure and come out and see us there and try all the wonderful food that we have available. We also have lots to do with the children. We have the children's grape stomp. We have the soccer collies that will be there that the children can play against the collies, and just a lot of different things to do. So come out and have a good time. The weather's supposed to be gorgeous, no rain. Joey will be there twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday to come see him. And
you'll be doing demos and things and stuff, right?
Taste of a tent, so be sure to be there. There's a wine festival, and so have a good time.
If you ever wanted to learn the secrets to my meatballs, this weekend would be the time to come.
The secret to see those.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, guess what? How many of you would love to enjoy some great Italian food and enjoy being out there? Yeah? Well, we have tickets for the entire audience, so all of y'all are getting free tickets. And for the rest of you, if you want to check out the Houston Italian Festival, it takes place Thursday through Sunday at the University of St. Thomas. As she said, keep in mind, Joey will be there doing cooking demos on Saturday and Sunday. And if you'd like more information on the festival, Joey and the Brooklyn Meatball Company, you can just go to GreatDay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And when we come back, we ask you what's your favorite smartphone app. The answer you gave us is next.